Brothers and sisters, oh yeah, we're back. More action. The fact that I even got away with this title, oh yeah. I'm gonna get away with this a little bit more right now. Bang. There we go. So, a flaming bundle of sticks. By definition, first thing you pull up when you look it up on Google, if you click on that little nifty link right there, it says faggot, a bundle of sticks, twigs, or branches bound together and used as fuel, a fascine, a torch, a bundle, a bunch. We won't even get carried away into all that. What is this man talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's right. That's what the whole problem is. The whole problem is that we can't even talk about the problem without seeming like the problem isn't the problem, even though it is. Ain't nothing like some H2O. I tell you this much. It's difficult to live on our earth, to live in a world, to live in a society, in a city, in a community, in a neighborhood where someone's atavistic, someone's primordial, so they claim. But the for sure thing is their sexual proclivity, freedom, liberty should not be questioned. Inasmuch that even if they were deemed a degenerate barely a generation ago, a mental degenerate, not just a social degenerate, but a mental degenerate. And now this individual is able to force upon everybody, to catapult upon the people this barrage, this endless assault of what is right and what is wrong. The most awkward part is that even when you ask people what is their objective, they have no end goal. Not one of them. See, a flaming faggot, right? Because that's what a bundle of sticks is. I didn't make the word up, they did. Don't be mad because YouTube let me get away with the title and you didn't think of it first. That being said, a flaming faggot can run around here. None of my videos are made for children. You'll never hear me bitching about views. I just get angry because not being made for children hampers your algorithm. People don't know that. So, and talking about what I talk about clearly is going to hurt them allowing a message like this, which should be put out there, because this is what these individuals are. See, they have no end goal. They hijacked. I need you to understand now. A mass majority of homosexuals believe in God or know of the essence and the power of the Most High God, and even understand that their objective, obtrusive, and obscene nature, i.e., commandeering the rainbow and making a sign of a promise that I shall not flood you out again, into a promise they made from a promise to pride. When I was a little boy, and I'm sure anybody older than 32 when they were young children, as Brother Andre and I talked about, the rainbow used to be used for children. That used to signify the babies because that's the promise. Right. How can you trust the Most High God if you can't have children? So the people that he told that to clearly were able to make babies. Uh they weren't barren and they weren't impotent. So the promise is that I'm not gonna kill off all your seed. So the child being born every generation and allowed to live and to make their own children is a perpetual sign of the promise. There's no need to get carried away into the book of Proverbs. There's no need. We all know that these individuals are full of pride. We know this. Right. There is there is no explanation for someone with an insatiable appetite for destruction other than the fact that they're evil. This is a fire that you can't put out because it's not a burning flame. But that's why they call them a flaming faggot, because they're destructive. They're not called a flamer because oh, they're just look how oh no, because they're destructive. What does a flame do? It destroys. Need y'all to start to understand. See, I'm deeper than people ever will give me credit for. They don't have to tell me that this nigga's a thinker. And damn, he brought shit forth that I would have never thought about. Nobody ever has to vindicate that. I already know that. That being said, that much being acknowledged, can somebody else other than me say, like, damn, that's a cold ass analogy? That they called these individuals who are destructive, flaming. They put that word there for a reason. They put that word there so that way somebody with the intelligent mind who understands that a fire's sole purpose is to burn and destroy. In order to keep a fire going, you have to destroy something else that it may consume it. That's how a fire works. It's a totally destructive mechanism. Right. Water is destructive. It has a similar way of being. People are, but you have to drink water, no doubt. And you better cook your food if you want to eat it. The primary heat source around the earth is still fire for a lot of people. No duh. A flaming faggot, a destructive, a destructive bundle of sticks. Mm. Their whole sole purpose is to be what? Used as fuel. What are they fueling? Destruction. It's cold, ain't it? That a flaming faggot. Right. When you really break down what they're doing, that they're the fuel for destruction. Mm. See, nobody seen this coming. They thought I was gonna talk wild, reckless, and crazy. I got something for you. I got something for you to think about. We not even 10 minutes in, and I'm just pulling out every diamond in my pocket. Don't worry, we have many more different jewels than that. There are carbuncles and emeralds and rubies. There are sapphires. There are topazes and amethyst. We even have onyx stone. Can you believe that? And a little bit of Gibraltar. Found our way across some of that. We got so much of it. It doesn't matter what I throw out and give away because I know where to go get it again anyway. Having said that, we're pulling out all stops. These individuals have a course that they're on that is meant to destroy. They are the fuel for it. Without them, it will go no further. This is why they commit extreme acts of debauchery. You got homosexuals speaking out against these parades. What? What? I ain't never heard that like that in my life. Never. Never. Can't find the link. think they took it down. Little gay dude was going off talking about how it's become a complete vulgar gesture. All the gay pride parades is a bunch of vulgarity. However, the flame, the destruction, the bundle of sticks, the fuel, the destruction fuel, whatever you want to say, the fuel of destruction, they play that role. When you placate them, you're allowing them to do that, you might as well be just like them. When I say what they do behind closed doors is on them, I literally mean that. You can't prove what somebody's doing in their home when you can't see it. You can't prove that. You can assume, you can think, you can insinuate, you can imply. All the conjecture in the world, okay, will not make it to where that is so. Having said that, a person's mind, a person's ability to come to different conclusions tells you everything that you need to know. See, let me ask y'all something. Is it a surprise to you that people want to sound, look, and be a certain way? Okay, you got grown men running around who wear clothes more revealing than a female. Right on? As if that's supposed to espouse their masculinity. When really they look like a fucking fool and all out. Excuse my English. However, that right there isn't the issue. The issue is that they think it's okay. The issue is that the women that chase after them encourage it. Right. So they're building a generation of individuals where their intent, their desire, their motive, their scheme, their plot, whatever they're up to, will not be written all out. They're trying to blur a line that shouldn't be blurred. See, every time I think about females who dudes used to make fun of for having like really strong features, like, oh, she looked like a boy. She looked like a boy. I can guarantee you right now that female is laughing about these dudes who get caught up every day with trannies. Laughing. She has to be. She has to laugh at those niggas like, yeah, you chose one of them over an actual woman. And she got you there, pal. She got you. Or sis. Because you know, some of these sisters be running around uh uh up to no good, trying to date women, to come to find out it's a tranny playing to be woman that's actually really still a man with the male genitalia. They find this shit happens. These dudes is getting females pregnant in prison. These dudes is getting sent back to male prisons. This shit is crazy, but no, nobody knows because they don't even look the stuff up. You would have to research it to understand the destruction. Like I said, flaming faggot, right? A faggot A faggot, by definition, is a fuel source. It's something that is meant to keep a fire going. A flame, whole sole purpose is to destroy or consume something. So you have your you have your primer, okay? And then you have your accelerant. Combined, you have a continuous situation. Once again, I don't need nobody to for me because I already know what I'm saying is right. If it wasn't right, I wouldn't say it with so much conviction. However, this being the case, look the word up if I'm fucking tripping. Look up what a fire does and look up what a faggot is. No, excuse me, bundle of sticks. Salute, bro. I'm just saying because everybody thinks a nigga might be tripping. People thinks a nigga might be tripping, but real life, I'm not. I know what I'm talking about. These individuals are a fuel for destruction. And until people can see that and reckon that, no different than I've reckoned that a kid is a baby goat, is a child goat, or a goat child, whatever you want to say, right on? And that a human is no more than two words that they cram together that they can't prove either one is what they say it is. So I'd rather just go with what I already know. That's a child, and I'm a person. That being said, a flaming bundle of sticks. I never got to call him a flaming faggot. But if I was calling him a flaming faggot, I would mean what I'm saying. I don't mean some derogative homosexual. I mean a fuel source of destruction. That water tastes like justice right now. I'm trying to tell you, I be laughing because the mind will go places that it doesn't typically go when you let it get there. See, I don't delve off into these kind of things as far as like what these individuals are really up to, but it seems like it's way more political than most people could even understand. I had an individual tell me the other day he thought Pete Buttigieg was more fit to be the president. He thought a flaming bundle of sticks was more fit to be the president. Same dude told me he thought a female was more fit to be the president. Not Hillary Clinton, nope, Tulsi Gabbard. Nigga like to fall off the seat he wasn't sitting on. Had I been sitting down, I fucked around and fell. Okay? Because that shit blew my whole mind. Brother, I couldn't get off on him because we at work and be like, nigga, do you realize that dude is a fucking homosexual? No matter what he does behind closed doors, we know who he is because he openly claims it. Nigga, I'm not supporting that nigga. Get that piece of shit out of here. You gets no love from me. Right on? None. Zero. Right. And I'll be damned if I, as a man, were to vote in a chick, right on, who don't look just like me. I mean, just like me. And the man she's married to looks like a nigga. Sorry. See, people don't rock like that. They don't move like that. They can't. They're too involved with, property taxes and if they're gonna go up in their tax bracket this year or not. So they got to pay attention to way different shit because that jump is a jump of the difference between 10,000 and maybe 50,000. You understand? So are we gonna say we made this much this year or not? They're not really with the movement. They can't stand on it like somebody who really can and will stand on it is going to. They don't have the initiative, they don't have the understanding. A lot of these individuals who people think are leaders will take money from these same kind of individuals who I'm saying right now, I'll spit in their face and beat them all the way down. My nigga, cameras on or off. I don't care. Say something stupid and get rolled up. Right. I'm that kind of person. I don't care about none of that. You feel me? You want somebody to stop me? You better pray that God get off the throne and stop me from doing whatever I'm going to do. Because other than that, other than him sending a high holy angel to restrain me, I'm going to get busy. I guarantee you that. Now, that being said, I would never, ever want to share the same space, air, or breath with an individual that I would say, stone them in any other time. Right. I'm not placating my enemies. They are my enemies. If they got an afro hair and they run around, he's a grown man and he runs up grown men's backsides, he's my enemy. I'm not praying for him. If she's a grown woman and she lays down and she's scissoring with other women, I'm not praying for her. They better get together and figure it out since they both degenerates. Get tired of people talking about, oh, it's their business. Nigga, their business, they're spilling into the streets. Fuck is you talking about? Where's the black parade? Huh? In every city. Same dude I was talking to the other day said that same thing. So his mind is not all the way gone, but he ain't putting it all together. Just why there's not a black parade, homie? Because they're too busy having one for them. This whole meet you don't really believe. Look, if you're gonna celebrate something righteous. Right. Celebrate people who believe in the Most High God and aren't spitting all in his face with every action that they commit willfully, as if to taunt him to end their life. Why would you want to be in the league with someone like that? Why would you say they're your friend? I have no friends that are gay. No, not one. I don't have women friends. All these niggas who say they have lady, I get along with women. Let's not get it fucked up. I don't have women friends. I cannot be her friend if she's trying to get me to smash. Not low key, but just straight up. She's just like, she'll just let me know. Why would I want to? We can't be friends because you want more from me than a friendship. I don't fuck my male friends. All these weird ass niggas running around who think like that are part of the problem. Oh, she's my friend. She's my friend. Really? Really? I'm like, that's my homegirl. She's not my friend, though. They can't be my friend. Growing up, I used to think that was okay. But as a grown ass man, I'm like, I don't have a bunch of female friends. I associate with certain females, but they're not my friend. If I'm not laying up with this chick, we're not kicking it like that. Because that's what's going to end up happening. So why would I put myself in a position to be like, oh yeah, oh well, we're friends with benefits or like these weird ass niggas do. Oh, that's my sister. So you're smashing your sister? Come on, man. All that weird shit. Or the chicks, oh, that's my brother. You're smashing your brother? You see what I'm saying? But that's how they move. The flaming bundle of sticks got them out there moving like that. The gay boys and the gay girls got them moving like that. Right. Any dude that'll play gay is a faggot. That little basketball player dude who was dry humping the other player. I didn't even watch the whole video. I just seen like 3 seconds. I was like, I can't watch this shit. This is fucking homosexual activity. Word? This dude literally, whoa. But people think I'm tripping, and I've been known about this. And people think I'm tripping when I say these dudes is gay. These niggas is straight faggots. And don't nobody want to hear that. They all want to act like I'm doing something wrong. Like I did something wrong. Like I said something wrong. Craziest part is they act like the same fags that they talk crazy about, like they're going to defend this gay ass dude. Them same faggots hate people that are straight. If they didn't, they wouldn't be trying to force you to accept their ways. I've never seen a fucking lion walk up to a person or, however they do, whatever you want to call it, right? I don't walk into them and try to explain why they kill other animals and eat them. I've never heard of it. Never. I've never seen it, witnessed it. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of an elephant walking up to a man, sitting down and breaking down why they kill other fucking animals, okay? Right. When they just go crazy during musk season or whatever that's called. Right. They just fucking go crazy and start murking shit out. Elephants, yes. I've never heard of them reasoning that. But I got a grown ass man or a grown ass woman trying to reason with me while they're telling a child who doesn't even know what the fuck reasoning is, right? They can't even understand it. And in their little ass minds, the parts that they do understand about reasoning, they would know that I know better what's better for them. You know what I'm saying? Right. But you got a grown man and grown woman got the nerve to be engaged in activities that they're calling normal and natural and trying to break down why they do it. I've never heard a hetero man say why he likes women for real, for real. He doesn't have to tell you why. That's no dude is gonna be like, you know why I like women? You know why? No fucking dude is like that. Not one. But the homosexual, the flaming bundle of sticks, is the only group that I can think of. Okay? Even rapists don't try to make excuses for themselves. Child molesters will say they got molested, but they'll tell you that they're a monster, they're a this, they're a that. These are the only degenerates sexually explicitly will have a fucking excuse for why they're the way that they are. And as if it was normal to explain it to you, but no other being bothers to tell you why. Does a pigeon tell you why, or a crow tell you why they shit on your car, or do they keep it pushing? You know, this is what we do. This is what we do. I had to let it go. It just happened to get let go on your car, or we targeting you, whatever. But do they stop to tell you that? Fuck no. They leave that up for you to decide. So I get tired of a group of individuals who are given this much political weight having an excuse for being the way that they are. If that's who you are, that's who you are. You don't need to tell me why. The same thing goes for everything else. I mean, could you imagine a serial killer being like, you know why I'm a serial killer? Like, you really want to know? They don't do that. If they did that, there would be no need for FBI psychoanalyst experts slash specialists. There would be none. There would be no need for special liaisons, i.e., psychics, private investigators, bounty hunters, and just known locals who have a knack for figuring things out. Right. There would be none of that if it was just obvious to everybody. It's not obvious. So they explain themselves because that's right. Because they're the fuel to destruction. They're attempting to be destroyers, but they're their own. They're literally sacrificing themselves while they burn themselves up. It's the craziest thing. It's like when that dude did the what was it? What's it called, man? Arab Springs, where homeboy doused himself in gasoline, going crazy, set himself on fire, was out there wriggling around and shit. And and it's because the price of everything was getting crazy. Motherfuckers couldn't afford nothing, so cuz set us off on fire, and then it just went stupid from there. Right. That's how all of them are. They're ready to set themselves on fire. But the thing is that people hugging them, laying up with them. So my thing is that if you're using a super accelerant, what happens when you set yourself on fire, right? And the person that you hugging up with, laying up with, is close to me. I haven't touched nothing. I'm still gonna feel the heat from that flame. That means I got to get away. Once I feel the ignition pop, oh whoa 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 whoa. Like I told one motherfucker who was talking about, I'm a cis. I said, if that's who you identify as, okay then. I accept it if you accept it. But if you don't accept it, don't tell me you're a cis. If I call you a bro, just ignore it. You shouldn't even have to tell me I'm a cis. You should just ignore that. They didn't like that shit. That's real nigga explanation though. Don't tell me who you think you are, but you haven't already accepted it. Because if you knew that to be the case, you would ignore what I was saying. Right. Right. It's no different than if somebody's not your brother and they call you bro and you say, I'm not your bro. Well, don't you think they know that you're not their bro? Right. I already know that this white, pink skin, pale skin individual is not my bro. But you get mad because I call you what you are because you don't accept who you are. I accept that you're actually a man. You don't accept you're a man. That's too bad. If you accept that you're a sis, sure, I'm still gonna call you bro. Get over it. If you got skin, once again, if you think you are who you say you are, nothing I say should matter. Right. Right. That's how it works. That's how that real life actually works. No one can talk you into anything. You have to think your way into that. But if you already know something to be the truth, I'll give you one for example. I've had people call me nigger a bunch of times in my life, right? But these last few times, I done quit back real quick, like, your mama or your daddy, right? I love those. I love telling them that. But see what I'm saying? That's because I know I'm not a nigger. So it don't matter. Oh yeah, you calling me one. But when I throw that back at you, what you gonna say then? What you gonna do then? Right. See what I'm saying? So, right. If I call a tranny bro and they say bro back, why would I get hot? Like, oh, you're supposed to be a chick. No, right. I'm not gonna say nothing because I done already made it clear. This is how I see you. I see you as a man. One of the inside jokes, you know, that I got rolling with a few of my boys is they tried to assign a transistor transformer Decepticon, whatever you want to call it, Autobot, whatever you want to call the thing. They tried to put one of them on my case, and the dude's name was Stephen Mueller, right? I want to say Stephen, and then however you spell Mueller, right? The motherfucker named himself Stephanie. I'll never forget this shit, y'all. On everything, like I'm sitting here right now, I get a call. It's late in the day, like this. I'm like, who the fuck is this? And I'm like, hello. And they're like, is this Mr. Jones? And I'm like, speaking. And they're like, this is Stephanie. Nigga, I like to die. I had this shit on speaker, so my roommate heard this shit that day. This shit was crazy. The individual was so adamant on meeting. I'm like, I'm not meeting this motherfucking person. Like, oh, no. And I was like, and I don't think you're going to be able to represent me the way I need to be represented. You know what I'm saying? And I broke it down to him like, like for real, this shit really happened though. And I broke it down. I said, look, I don't think somebody is not who was born a man this nigga has a child. This nigga has a grown up ass daughter. Okay. His grown ass daughter has cancer. And I'm not sure if she got cancer stressing out because this nigga wants to be a woman or if she was just born sick. However, that not really being my business, I'm going to say this part right here, which is my business. No individual who was born, if you was born a female and now you want to be a man, you cannot represent me. Nope. Not that you can represent me anyway, but you really won't be my representation at all. You know how many niggas I know would have been dying to have the transsexual faggot lawyer as their lawyer? They're like, I'm about to get off. They'd be like, nigga, I'm about to beat this case. You's a weenie. You's a weenie. You would allow this flaming bundle of sticks to use you as fodder in a political manner to further their agenda. Call themselves a competent woman or a competent man when they were born the opposite. These niggas ought to be ashamed of themselves. I'm serious, y'all. Like, look, man, this one of those things where gay people don't even understand how destructive they are until they see their own destruction. Like I said, the little gay dude who was like, "Yo, this shit is out of hand. The gay parades are out of hand. They're extra vulgar, right? It's it so where it should be about their rights and this, that, and the other. You got grown ass men and grown ass women running around with virtually no clothes on, doing God knows what in every alley, nook, and cranny of the streets." Because there's thousands of them, not hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of them. You got people who were supposed to be straight coming out and supporting these motherfuckers, making and mixing up the whole understanding. Like, okay, dude, don't you have children? Don't you have a wife? Don't you have a home? But you out here supporting these faggot ass motherfuckers? So no, bro, they one of them. No grown man with children is supporting LGBT and XYZ, none of that shit. They're not supporting none of it. They don't. They can't. It's illogically uh, 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 it would be illogically based as far as what they think was a sound mindedness. It would be the total opposite. It would be an unsound mind doing something that is completely foolish. It's no different than, would you trust a snake around your newborn child? Fuck no. Of course not. You wouldn't trust a snake around you, let alone a little baby. But the homosexual is likened to the snake left around a newborn. Look it up if you don't believe me. People buy pythons, people buy boa constrictors, and their children, their infant children, are sometimes consumed by these animals. Not just a family pet, a baby. Only now do they want to kill the snake. Only now do you hate all snakes. So it takes a grown up homosexual woman to molest a little girl for you to realize that homosexual women are actually a problem too. Yeah, she's a child molester, but she's also gay. That's the underlining factor right there. Yep, same thing with the men. You would leave a known straight up degenerate with your child. This person does something wildly wicked to or with your child and wonder why your child is the same way as this person. Wonder why they get along so well. And you just thinking that the baby's gay, but you've been leaving them with a faggot this whole time. Disrespectful, dishonorable, everything. Just motherfuckers who were like that, man. That's why I can't wait for the Most High. I can't wait for the Most High God to come back. Today's my father's birthday, right? Niggas don't know. You feel me? I had one bitter day. That's it. Just one. You know, I said I'm not gonna get it in on my father's birthday like that. I'm gonna be honorable, and I'm gonna remember the old man the right way and think about him the right way, with a much more clear mind, and just doing the right thing. But I'm just saying they don't have that kind of initiative. Whatever they do is all about them. It's all selfish. It's all about them. You think I give a fuck about what you want? Right. They don't know. Appreciate you, brother Martin. But yeah, man. Why go off and yell at people if you? Here's my thing. If a narcissist is called a narcissist, And then they go on to say, I'm actually not a narcissist. But then they go on to show you narcissistic tendencies. You have no other choice. You have no other recourse. You have no other option other than to believe that despite what they keep telling me, they're indeed a narcissist. That's how the homosexuals act. Homos are like, you think I give a fuck what you want? I'm all about what I want. Fuck y'all. Because you know that's how they feel. Word? You know that's how every homo feels. They feel like fuck y'all, literally and figuratively. Mm, right. That's why they like saying that to grown ass men. If a dude is gay and he says something like fuck you to you, you should just punch his teeth out. Right then and there. And you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even hold back. You should pop that nigga. Salute, brother Andre. But I'm saying, because that's a homosexual trying to press up on you in another way. See, if you call them a faggot, they're gonna say it's a hate crime. But if a gay dude says fuck you, is that no less a threat? Right. Flaming bundle of sticks. They made sure that you can't say certain words to them, speak to them in a certain manner, but they didn't make it to where if they came at you with that same bullshit, that they could be held criminally accountable. That's how you know that people making the laws is faggots. You got to be a homo to put some shit on the books that says calling somebody a misgendered name can get you a felony. But them saying something derogative about hetero people can't get them a felony. What? They're here because of a hetero union. I don't care if it was a one night union or a lifetime union or anything in between. I do not care. Every individual who calls themselves gay, lesbian, queer, transgender, transformer, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Bisexual, all those motherfucking weirdos, right? Every single one of them got here through a hetero union, meaning a man and a woman, a male and a female got them here. They can't say nothing stupid. All the other extra shit is sideways and it don't make sense. And the fact that a person can say that, well, we'll charge you with this kind of a crime for saying for misgendering a person, but they can't be charged for a crime for speaking something anti-hetero. That should have been written into the fucking law. Right. Faggot ass nigga go around and call somebody an irresponsible baby maker. Dude, you spread diseases without even trying. Right. Right. Motherfucker can say some stupid ass shit like, yeah, them and their babies are a waste of space. But if you call them a faggot or this motherfucking homo's tripping, homo, all of a sudden you got a felony now. But it could have been a war of words. And they can say, oh, it's up to the police to charge you. The fact that this shit is on the books, fuck all that other shit. The fact they have it on the books is enough. Right. People don't look, they're not seeing it from a clear eye. Open your eyes, people, and just think about it for just half a moment what I'm saying. You have a dynamic where if they tried and they really wanted to, they could push this shit in probably 30 states in the union right now. Talking about 48 contingent. 30 states at least would fall and fold for that bullshit. Maybe 18 might stand up and be like, no, we ain't gonna let y'all do that. We can't let y'all do that. But a majority of them would. Why that's so important? It's because you're about to get into a realm where, once again, it's not really a hate crime to call a black person nigger, but you're gonna make it a hate crime to call somebody a faggot. Hold on, sidebar, caveat, off the side. You call somebody who's another race out their name, I guarantee you they're gonna try to make it a bigger deal than them calling you a nigger. Facts. Facts. Even though this person comes from a failure nation, they come from a failed nation who never did anything for themselves, individuals who have the nerve to slap their chest because they're here now. Why wasn't you slapping your chest wherever the fuck you from though? You wasn't getting it popping over there. You couldn't, you can't, you won't, you don't, because you's a sorry ass bitch nigga who come from a long line of sorry ass bitch niggas who helped get us sold here, and that's the reason why your shit is fucked up now. Back to the mission. All these homosexuals out here running around acting like black people have a similar struggle. We don't have nothing in common with you faggot ass niggas. Nothing. Nothing. A black homosexual is a black homosexual. A Afro, whatever the fuck you want to call him, a Negro, whatever you call him. Call him a nigga with the hard ER. I don't care. They're a standalone fucking agent. They are the exception, not the rule. Having said that, I refuse to let anybody try to force on me or to impose on me the idea that a low down dirty, I mean dirty foot, dirty face, dirty bathwater drinking ass type individual is going to tell me anything about what's right. Nigga, you're not right. Let me ask y'all something real quick. Have you ever worked with somebody who didn't want to do all their job, but they wanted you to always help them do their job? But when it came time, like let's say, like, you didn't even really need no help. It would just be nice if you had an extra pair of hands real quick. It'd make 10 minutes, 2 minutes. Oh, I gotta go. Look, they don't gotta be no homosexual. Word? They don't gotta be no faggot. They operate like one though. All the way selfish. See, selfish individuals, people who do things self-serving, I'm talking about, when I say self-serving, I'm talking about like you get to work and you do as little as possible every day. We're trying to find ways to get other people to do the work. Self-serving like that. Them are the types that have more in common with a full-blown faggot than any other person walking around, because they're solely intent on fulfilling their desire. I've told y'all this. Homosexuals are the most selfish individuals on the earth. A gay dude told me this shit like 11 years ago. Right on? This nigga was at his apartment because I was the manager and shit, and he had an apartment there, and he was just breaking it down to me one day. Because his parents, it was weird. His parents had just came over, and his real name is fuck is this nigga's real name? He goes by Bam. I can't think of this motherfucker. What the fuck is this nigga's real name? He's half black, half white. Right on? What's up, bro? And this dude literally, right, was like breaking it down. He was like, look, man, and I'll never forget it. Cause this was back before I was like all the way like, oh, I don't fuck with none of the shit that they talking about. But I didn't have no gay friends back then. And cuz said, look, dude, he said, gay people are the most selfish people on the planet. Just like that. Then he went on to break down how everything they do is selfish. Everything they do is self-serving. They don't do nothing for nobody else. It's all about them. The nigga said a gay person is pretty much a walking addict. Because that's the only other individuals that compare to that are like that are all the way self-serving, don't give a fuck about nobody else, how they feel, it's all about them. Homosexuals are like that. Right, man or woman, it doesn't matter. Little child or whatever, doesn't matter. They're all like that. You will never meet a homosexual who does not have ulterior motives. They're not being nice to you because they want to be your friend. They want something from you. Even if they don't want anything sexually from you, they might see something that they can benefit from you. Right on? They're all the way dirty ass motherfuckers. And they know they are. They know they are. Steve, what's up, nigga? But look, we're in here. So let me talk about something that's extra serious, connected and related to this subject. This group of young people that are coming up are being taught the ways of homosexuals. Give you a prime example. See, and I know this. Y'all would not know. I know this because I didn't live this shit and I didn't seen it. Every industry that gets tips or gratuities or anything like this, gay people are the worst tippers. They're the worst. They're fucking terrible. Everything is about them. Right on? A homeless nigga with one eye will give you more than a fucking rich gay couple. Believe that. But gay people spend money on shit that they want. So once again, people get the idea that, oh, they spend hella money. No, they buy what they want. It's all a selfish thing. Right. It has nothing to do with being supportive and helping you. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing. If they were trying to help the earth, they wouldn't be a homosexual. Right. When people try to tell you that predators are 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 fucking needed for the ecosystem, they're lying. It's a fucking lie, dude. Right on? It's a complete utter lie. Anybody who tells you that lions have to be in the Serengeti eating other animals, is there a fucking liar? Have niggas ever seen the Serengeti this time of year? Look it up. There's nothing there. Nigga, herbivores are thinking about becoming carnivores, nigga. Antelopes are looking at other antelopes like those niggas are steak. Fuck is y'all talking about? There's nothing there to eat. Right. So I just get so it's angering. Right on? Give me a second, y'all. It's angering to be in that situation. Need a little assistance for my life. But it's angering to be in a situation where people can't see that they only do these things because they're forced to do them, not because they're this way. Right. They say, oh, grizzly bears will kill and maul and eat another animal, blah, blah, blah. Bro, that's at certain times of the year. When the fish are scarce, vegetation scarce, right on, they got to eat something. Right. That's just basic logic. But don't tell me that lions eat other lions just because. I've never seen it. I never seen it. I never seen it. Might have heard of some crazy stuff, but I never seen it with my own two eyes. Never heard of a tiger really eating another tiger. But that's what homosexuality is, though. Right on? Like I said, the antelope and all those other animals are put in an environment where there's nothing there. The temptation to eat the other antelope is there, but they're not going to do that. What the fuck? I wouldn't be an antelope then. I'd be a lion. I'd be a lion oak. Right on. I'd be something other different than what I am. Right. Or maybe they're looking at the lions like the lions should be A. Or that nigga's a lion chop. I need some of that. I don't know, but I'm telling you, the desperation is real. But because most of us are not in a visibly, spiritually desperate situation, I don't think it's easy for people to understand what's really happening. You're talking about dealing with folks who marginalize the actions of an animal that only does what it does because of the environment, as opposed to someone who chooses to be a specific way in spite of the environment. Two loving parents, attractive, beautiful parents, siblings, a loving family grow up to be a flaming faggot. Nobody can explain. I can explain. The wicked are born from the womb. The wicked are estranged from the womb. Uh-huh. The wicked are messed up from the womb. So yeah, if this dude wasn't touched, this chick wasn't touched, and they just an all-out gay boy or gay girl, willing to put top, middle, and bottom dollar. All three of those dollar signs, top, middle, and bottom dollar, I'm willing to wage that they was born wicked. I'm willing to wage that. I don't have to be right. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. I don't have to be wrong either. That part. See, people have a bad habit of wanting the bad guy to win. All individuals across a lot of different ranges, across a lot of different races. Right on. They have a bad habit of wanting to see someone who is truly up to no good when you analyze it in the fullness. They want them to win. And a lot of times, these individuals are portrayed as the protagonist. You follow me? Right. So if you make a movie and the protagonist is a drunkard, womanizer, murderous, adulterer type of individual, but they galvanize everything to being in support of this character. No matter how against the odds it may seem for them, they come out on top. See, whether people see it like this or not, how am I going to say this? Y'all ever watch Magnificent Seven? I'm sure y'all seen Magnificent Seven. Magnificent Seven, the new one especially, doesn't really outline why land barons used to do what they used to do. In the old Magnificent Seven, the very first one, there's a couple few scenes where the Mexican dudes is breaking down how when the wars are over and when all this stuff is about to be done, whoever has the land is going to own it, and that's who's going to have the power. You know what I'm saying? That's who's going to have the leeway. That's who's going to be the one. So in the old Mag 7, they had the Mexican people pretty much as slaves. A lot of people don't know that's the original plot, right? They were like slaving the people out. It wasn't like the new one. But in the new one doesn't outline how the dude Bartholomew Bogue, he never outlines and says The government wants all the land for themselves, even though they didn't fight for it. This is what the dudes in the original one was pointing out. Like, yo, they're trying to do, you see what I'm saying? Like, they want people who are actually wrong. They were right to enslave them in the old one. And they were right to want to. And listen, land barons are the only reason why some people own and have property to this fucking day. Right. Oh, he's a land baron. Oh, guess who made land barons look bad? The media. Who's in bed with who? The government. Right. You can't tell no stories of no land barons fighting off Union or Confederate soldiers who were trying to overtake their shit. Can't put that out there because that never happened. I'm sure it didn't. That being said, they will make you root or want to root for someone who you should really want to die. They should actually be wiped the fuck up out. They're not helping the situation. They're undermining somebody who would have something one day, possibly the ability to help to feed the others truly, because to make something from nothing, it is a painful progress. If you've ever been at work and cut your hand or cut your fingers or stubbed your toe or smashed your hands or smashed any kind of injury that you got at work that you sustained working, you know, like, okay. But when you got done and getting through with everything and getting through with the injury and you're finally getting done to that final picture, this was just part of the process. Right. I'm saying to y'all, you got a bunch of individuals whose way of life is not part of the process. It's not. You do not need homosexuals in the ecosystem for the ecosystem to thrive. You do not need predators. They're not actually, they don't matter. The harshness of the environment itself will kill off all excess because there won't be enough food eventually for them all. So either they're going to spread out or they're going to naturally die off. That's the facts. However large and robust that population is, once it gets to the point to where it cannot be sustained anymore, they will eventually die off. Right. Without any acts of violence or any acts of trite outward violence, I should say. The point being this though, a flaming faggot will always be what a flaming faggot is, and that is a destruction source and a source of destruction, a fuel to destroy things that truly do matter to the people. Homosexuals go against the family. They go against natural birth, childbirth between a man and a woman, and they go against matrimony that God made between a man and a woman. Right on? They don't want a man and a woman to be happy together. That's fucking weird. Like, that is so, people wait their whole lives to meet someone that is going to be everything that they could have hoped for and wished for. People wait their whole lives for that. That ain't no corny or no cliche talking. That's real life. I know niggas who pride themselves on being Max who be like, man, Meech, you know why I spit at every single female I see just about? I'm like, why? They're like, because I'm training for the one that I'm going to get one day. I'm training for the one that's going to take me off the market all the way. I heard real niggas say this. Like, I'm waiting for her to come get me. The one. Right. So just like females are waiting for the dude, for the man to come through, the man is no different than waiting for a righteous soulmate. It's not any different. So for there to be a man that believes that brotherly love is greater than the love between a man and a woman, it's like the woman will die for you and have children for you. The man can't do that, no matter how much he wants to. Can you hear me? The woman will die for you and she will have children first for you, but she'll die for you, bro. She'll lay down her life, but she really care about you. She will put it all on the line for you. She don't give a fuck that she can't win. That doesn't even matter, nigga. Right on? She love you too much. She couldn't bear to see something happen to you. It has to happen to her first. And there's men that feel the same way about the woman. And when they meet somebody where they are on that same level, right on, or they can get to that same potential together, that's when you have what I believe is true love between two people. I can't speak for nobody else, but this is in my mind. So when you have people who aren't, you got a lot of people who are with somebody who doesn't even feel like that about them. And that's sad. But because homosexuals are selfish, they could not. They say that the Spartans used to fight harder for the dudes because they were gay lovers. I don't believe none of that shit. These niggas was just a bunch of skilled faggots like the tribe of Benjamin in the book of Judges before the Civil War. That's it. Just some skilled ass homos who can fight. These are gay, strong gay dudes who can fight. That's it. Let's not make more out of it than what it is. That being said, a person who is not a part of a natural union could never appreciate what a natural union brings. They can't. They can't. They can. How could they? How can a man with no legs, born with no legs, appreciate how fast somebody really is? To him, everybody's fast or everybody's slow or whatever, whatever. But if I had legs, I would do this. That's easy to say, nigga. But you don't have legs, and if you did, you would realize how much harder it is to do these things than it's not. Right. But we're not, like I said, we're not in a position to be able to even critique or make note of these individuals in a way where folks have to see it for what it is. These dudes are the devil. These men and women are the devil in the flesh. They'll tell you, only God can judge them. Jesus loves everybody, but can't tell you where it says only God can judge you in the Bible, and can't tell you where it says that Jesus loves everyone in the Bible. They can tell you where it says that Jesus said not to judge, but in what context is he saying that? Right. Is Jesus saying this to a group of people who are at the beginning of their kingdom or at the complete crumbled foundation of it? Like, once again, nobody other than myself that I know of, and I'm not disrespecting, I'm the only person I know that puts all those things into context as I speak them. I'm the only one that I know that does that. That's it. Just me. I know people who, when I point it out to them, they'll be like, oh, that's right. But natural happenstance, that's not how they go about the situation. They see it totally different because they look at life differently, which is fine because they give me a different perception. But when I say things like that, there is, I'm the only person that I know that comes at the situation straight off like that. Like, okay, at what time period are we in the scripture? Is this the bronze era? Is this the iron era? Right? Niggas don't even they don't even fucking know I'm doing that. You see what I'm saying? They have no idea. I'm looking at what was going on, what kind of weapons are being used, who they're dealing with, and understanding it. I'm not one of these people who just think the Romans magically diddy bopped into Judea one day. I understand that Judas Maccabeus was in great fear of the Romans and sent out emissaries to invite them into the land, essentially. Pretty much brought in the people that would kick you out. Nigga, if that's not called poetic justice, irony, whatever, it's something. But all I'm saying is this is I put it together like that in my own mind so that way when I relay the message, people can't try to lie. The Christ did not say nothing backwards or sideways to the people. Paul did, but Paul's not the Christ. And like Andre famously says, is it in red? Andre famously says that to me when we be talking. He won't say it to me like that, but he won't be talking shit, but he'll be saying, is it in red? And it's not. Okay. All right. It's not even in red though, homie. Okay. And y'all taking this nigga Paul at his word. Y'all put, I ain't gonna say that word. You're all pacified in the moment. That's what you are. However, pursuing another thought, another course. Do you guys realize that by the time people start to stand up against it, it's over, it's done with. That's it. I'm serious. Nigga, is it in red? Shit. Because it's over and done with. Do they realize that part? It's done. It's done. A bunch of these homosexuals then probably ripped out pages of the Bible and wiped their ass with the scripture. Okay? Told people there is no God. If he was real, he would have killed me just now. Not realizing, like, bro, there have been dudes who knew his name, who knew his real name, that blasphemed his holy name. Right. What makes them special? You see what I'm saying? You rip pages out of a book that was never supposed to be a book. Because the people that are the people were the only supposed to, they were supposed to be the only ones who had it. Right. So y'all did something that you weren't supposed to do. And now you're mad because of what? Oh, that's right. Because you're against the Most High God. And you think that by denying him and saying he's not real and by desecrating a book that's supposed to represent him, you believe that that's somehow your get back for the disappointment of your own life and the fact that you feel that you failed and let yourself down and failed your family and your bloodline. Every homosexual should be looked at as a homicidal maniac. Every homosexual should be looked at as a genocidal maniac. Every homosexual should be looked at as a traitor to mankind. Every single one. And their punishment should be death on the spot. The only reason why we would drag you out the city is so that way your filthy, contaminated blood doesn't stain our streets. That's it. That's the only reason why we drag your bitch ass by your hair out the city or by your neck if you want to resist really, really. Type of shit. These niggas don't know. Anyway, man, they better leave me alone. I'm him. I'm him. I'm that kind of nigga. I'm not playing with them. I ain't never been okay with nobody bringing no gay shit around nobody's children. Never. I done had issues with people who I knew who were bringing gay people around. I'm like, bro, you got a little baby. They're like, man, they ain't about to do nothing to my. I'm like, man, that ain't even a point, bro. You didn't even want that kind of person around your child. Oh man, I've been knowing them for. All right, nigga, I'm out because I'm leaving. I'm not about to stay here with them. Right on. While they hold your child, and I just think it's weird. Why would I'm not letting no faggot ass nigga, no faggot ass chick touch my child? They're not touching my baby. Not not while not while I can see it. Can you do not touch mines? There's something wrong with you. I don't want your stink, your funk, your filth, nothing. Your aura, your frequency, nothing around them or on them, nigga. Straight up. I ain't no homophobic, nigga. I'm anti-phobic. I'm nigga. I'm an anti-homosexual. I'm against y'all, but I'm not afraid of y'all, nigga. My God is not fearful of no fucking faggot. People talking about they only hate because they fear it. That's not true. That's not true. That is not true. That is not true. So you would fear a man that violated your son or your daughter. You wouldn't just hate them for violating them. You would fear a woman that violated your son or your daughter. You wouldn't just outright hate them. I'm just saying. And I know he let Adam get it in, but my point is this though is Adam wasn't no when y'all say y'all say Adam wasn't no flaming faggot though. Like he wasn't running around here violating other grown ass men. You know what I mean? Spreading diseases and shit. Like right. You got individuals who are grown men who think because they are vegans that they have the right to violate other grown men. Oh, I live a certain way. The way I live, I'm a good person. Anytime somebody has to say they're a good person, I'm not saying 99.9% chance they're not, but there's a good chance that they have questionable characteristics. People ask me about me when I say anything about anybody who knows me no meets will notorious. I'm alright. I'm okay when I want to be. Right on. I ain't no good dude like that for real. Cause I got a mean streak in me. 10 miles long, 10 miles deep, 10 miles wide. A cold ass mean streak that I do my best to never let surface. Me talking like this is not part of no mean streak. This is just how I feel. You don't have to feel the same way. It's your prerogative to think differently, to feel differently. That's the beauty of Meech. I don't want you to think what I think or feel how I feel. I want you to feel what you feel and think what you think. But they love to throw that out there. They put the phobia on everything. Right on. So what's the phobia of God? Right on. What do you call that one? What do you call the fear of the Most High? What's that phobia called, huh? I want to know. Because that's the only fear I have. I fear the Most High God. And since they don't have a healthy fear of him, they're going to get a unhealthy dose of his wrath and his vengeance when he comes back. Before I roll up out of here, brothers and sisters, I just want y'all to know, man, that I don't say none of these things for no reason. I don't say nothing that I say is to be spoken just for me to say it. When we finally get to the point where everybody can see what's going on, a lot of them are going to want to try to repent. But I just pray it's too late. I pray that we're already in the great and terrible day and that he done turned off the hotline for incoming prayers. Because y'all know that's what it's like. I mean, like, y'all do get that they copied the Bible and the angels and all that stuff, and that's how they have the internet, and that's how right, they use spirits that are likened to certain things, to like connect things together, la di da. Like, so when you pray, there's an angel that hears prayers, there's an angel that intercedes on behalf of mankind, there's an angel that's over in control of diseases on the earth, there's an angel that can help you be blessed. You see what I'm talking about? Right? There's angels that stay around the Most High God all day, every day, don't leave his side, ready to, just in case an intruder might find their way into heaven, just in case some white dude might splice his way into heaven and get his ass disintegrated to nothing the moment he gets there, which is what I think be happening. Which is what I think be happening. These dudes be rifting portals and shit, and them niggas end up in heaven and get fucked up by the angels on the spot. You feel me? And they just write that mission off. You know what I mean? Inconclusive. They probably got thousands of inconclusive missions into different dimensions that they never gonna tell us about. And I'm quite sure, like I said, the niggas is trying to transport themselves to heaven and getting fucked up. Same thing going to Middle Earth. Them niggas in Middle Earth ain't greeting those niggas with roses and chocolates. Okay, they trying to bust their whole head wide to the white meat. It's more visceral down there in the middle of the earth than it is up top. Up top, it's a whole other kind of power that they're using. So they don't have to spill your blood, so to speak. But while you're on the earth, you're subject to the earth's rules or to what the earth accommodates for. This is why I know for a fact that the Most High God makes his presence. He's gonna make sure that everything that thinks it's a threat to him is dead off the earth. So when he brings himself here in whatever kind of form that you would consider to be vulnerable, right on, he's already gonna have everybody touched up. All these niggas is gonna be touched. That's it. They're gonna be gone. They're gonna be out of here. There is no inside job to do on him because everybody who's closest to him is beyond G14 classified. They bona fide, verified, validated. You know what I'm saying? Certified. They all that. You know what I'm saying? They rectified in the game. They really are. They bona fide. They all that shit. They the real. They're not fake. So uh they ain't gonna betray him. They're waiting for their day to show mankind what it's really about. Right. I'm sure there's angels in the heavens right now who looking at these little gay dudes and these gay chicks like, I can't wait to just wipe them all out. Right. I could just see angelic and demonic forces mocking these dudes. The same way they mock us right now for believing in the Most High God, I see them getting mocked. Just be patient, my people. Hold tight. Your day is coming. Their time is coming. Where you gonna get to choose who gets mercy and who doesn't get mercy. I'm ready, brothers and sisters. I am ready for all of us to get what we deserve. We're already getting what we don't technically deserve, but I can't wait for God to show us what we really deserve. So if he feels like, this was a life we was meant to live, I can accept that. That's all good. I accept it. But if the Most High God is like, I had planned for y'all to live a great, full, and a boisterous life, and due to the malfeasance of a few different bad actors, everyone's life was thrown into chaos and turmoil. Therefore, he was put into a situation where I could either kill you all or let you all live it out, and I could pick the righteous in the end and save them. I say that to say this. The flaming bundle of sticks, the flaming faggots are literally the fuel to destruction. They are a destruction force. There's nothing good about them. The only thing good about them is the fact that they confirm the word of the Most High God. That's it. That's it. They have no other redeeming qualities. I feel great. I'm glad I did this today. I'm glad I was able to get this off my chest. I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I had wanted to present a few different things about it, but the way it's been presented, probably the best way it could be presented. Like I said, I've never heard of a lion, tiger, bear, gorilla, dog, or anything ever walking up to a person and trying to justify the way of their nature. They are who they are. Right. You no being on this planet explains themselves for their nature. None. Of the men that are degenerates, murderers don't typically, real monstrous dudes just know that they're monsters. They know that they're fucked up. They know it. It's these other individuals who want for somebody to feel empathy and sympathy for them, even though they do wrong. I'm going to say this and I'm out. For every single time you had one person to act as if gay people were victims, you've had 10 more times that they overlooked when your people, my people, our people really were. 100, 1,000 times to their one instance. They, like I told you, they're so selfish they don't care about nobody else. If homos really cared about black people, They could be the ones talking about stop racism, and people would have to, right? What, you gonna go at them too? You gonna go right? You see what I'm saying? They ain't never did nothing for black folks. Nothing, never, and they never will. There is no coalitions with nobody, and a flaming bundle of sticks is only good for one thing, y'all: burning. May tomorrow be better than today, and may your next week be better than your last. We don't make excuses, we make it happen. Love you, my people. I salute you. Salute you again. And like a good old Marine does, salute you once more. Blessed be the Most High God, y'all.